our friend James Jude Courtney, we love James. We love his work as Michael Myers, and I was lucky enough to talk to him here on the channel back in October, and he told us. I had to ask, everybody wants to know favorite kills, and he gave us his rundown of each movie, but he said his favorite of all three movies was the homage to the Bob kill in the original film, which is your Nurse Dev's big kill. Spoiler alert, but by now everybody has seen the movie. Um, but it's an homage, obviously, to a kill in the '78 film, which is his
Yes.
favorite from that film. He said, and so that's why being able to pay tribute to that with
Hmm.
you. So let's talk a little bit about filming that, because that whole sequence I think is kind of going to be a fan favorite over the years. It's Michael and Corey out together, something we've never seen before, kind of a
Hmm.
tag team thing, and your character
Hmm.
kind of guides us through it. We follow, and she's the first one to kind of see this Corey Cunningham, doing his thing, and then here comes the Shape and doing his thing. So talk to us about shooting that epic sequence with Michael and with Corey.
Wow. Yeah. Even just the way you phrased it right there, it hits me. It feels so, I'm so honored to play that part and be a part of that, because it does feel just epic.
Yeah.
Um, having Corey and Michael, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
they're together. So we actually shot that over 2 different days,
Okay.
the full scene. And so, it was kind of shot in, bits and pieces
Yeah.
over 2 days. And I loved it. I loved every moment of it. They were my last 2 days filming, and I, I felt like I was, getting in the groove of it,
Mm-hmm.
getting comfortable being, in this world and everything. And um, oh man, that mask is scary.
Yeah.
That mask is so scary. I mean, so the funny thing was, they actually had some of the wonderful, props and the mask and things like that, set up on this table in this room that they had as a holding room for us. And I remember I'd have to like remind myself every time I walked into that room that what I was going to walk into and see.
Oh yeah.
because, because it was quite frightening. But man, I remember the first time, I saw, James with that Michael Myers mask on, and I was genuinely frightened. Like, it is terrifying.
Yeah.
And so to have him then, you know, opening that door in the
Mm-hmm.
bathroom and coming at me, was literally terrifying. I was, yeah, I was frightened. But it was such a fun scene to be a part of,
Mm-hmm.
because it's things like that. Even though I'm, scared and going through all these things as an actor, I loved every moment of it. It was just so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the, there's choreography to all of it,
Yeah.
like me slamming, Corey's hand in the door. I remember I was so nervous because I didn't want to actually hurt Rowan in his hand.
Yeah.
But, we had such fantastic stunt people and stunt coordinators that were guiding us, the
Mm-hmm.
whole way. And so to have them, like assure me everything's set up right, so that, I'm not actually going to hurt,
Yeah.
anybody, not going to hurt Rowan when I slammed the door on his hand and things like that. And, yeah, just, it was, we were shooting in the middle of the night,
Mm-hmm.
um, at a real house in Savannah, Georgia. And so there's the elements of already this eeriness and this creepiness, because it really is like 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're on some, sound stage filming at
Yeah.
like 1 p.m. or noon or something. So that added a whole, heightened element of all the fear factor. And but yeah, just that scene and the death scene was just so fun. I don't know how many times we did it, but I could have done it I could have kept doing it. It was, you know, I mean, like, sign me up. I'm ready to go do it again. It was so fun. You know, we had, you know, a bit of choreography to it,
Yeah.
and, you know, sort of like, you know, this hand here, that sort of thing. And then,
Hmm.
just being able to take the, you know, direction of what, you know, they're seeing on the camera, just to add to it and make it look even better. It was, I don't know, an acting dream come true for me.
Wow, it sounds like it. And I was going to ask that. I always ask anybody in these movies, like, what was it like the first time you saw that mess? But you just laid it out there, and
Oh, it's terrifying.